Let's get real, brother. If you think women only test your words and you're missing the bigger picture, she's not just listening to what you say. She's watching who you are when you're under pressure. She's watching if your masculinity is solid or just a mask. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of the time, when a woman pushes your buttons, it's not personal. It's a test. A test to see what kind of man you are. A test to see if you lead or fold. A test to see if you're grounded in who you are, or if you're just pretending to be the man. Today, I'm going to break down the top 3 signs she's testing your masculinity, and more importantly, how a stoic man passes every one of them without breaking a sweat. Let's dive in. Sign 1. She disrespects you, subtly. This is the classic I test, and it's almost always misunderstood. She might interrupt you mid-sentence, correct your grammar with a smirk, mock your job, your goals, or your style, casually, like a joke. Now, here's what most men do when this happens. They either laugh it off nervously or they get defensive. Both are failures. Because this test is not about the joke, it's about your response. She's trying to see, do you hold your frame when challenged? Do you seek approval? Do you let your ego explode? You see, disrespect, even minor, isn't always meant to hurt you. Sometimes it's her way of asking, can this man emotionally regulate when I poke him? A stoic man does this. He doesn't react emotionally. He doesn't chase validation. He simply sets a boundary with calm presence. For example, cute joke, but I don't let people talk to me like that. Simple, unshaken, masculine. She'll either respect you more or walk away. Both outcomes. Wins. Sign 2. She flirts, then goes cold. One moment she's leaning in, laughing at your jokes, locking eyes like there's no one else in the room. The next moment, she's checking her phone, giving one-word answers, or suddenly bringing up another guy, and you're sitting there thinking, did I mess up? Should I do something? No, you're being tested. This is a composure test. She wants to know, do you need her energy to stay confident? Or are you grounded enough to be centered, even when she pulls back? Most men chase harder when this happens. They lean in. They ask, are you okay? They try to win her back. And that kills attraction. Because the real question she's asking is, can this man stay calm in emotional chaos? The stoic man sees the shift, but he doesn't chase. He doesn't collapse into insecurity. He stays steady. He continues his conversation, maybe even pulls back himself. This shows her, you don't dictate my mood, I lead me. And that, brother, is masculine power. Sign 3. She challenges your purpose. You tell her you're starting a business, or taking time off to focus on your goals, or hitting the gym consistently, and she hits you with, why would you do that? That sounds risky. Don't you think you should focus on a real job? You're too obsessed with yourself lately. Now here's where most men fumble. They try to explain themselves. They over-justify their choices, or worse, they compromise. Their mission just to keep her happy. Congratulations, you just failed the purpose test. This test is not about the goal itself. It's about your conviction. She wants to know, do you believe in your path? Can you lead your life, even when she doubts it? A stoic man knows a woman doesn't want to be the center of your universe. She wants to orbit a man who's building one. So when she challenges your path, don't argue, don't defend. Just stand. Firm. Say something like, I hear your concerns, but I'm not asking for permission. This matters to me. That one line says it all. Why women test masculinity. Now let's pause here and ask the real question. Why do women test men like this at all? Are they trying to be difficult? No. Here's the truth. A woman doesn't test to hurt you. She tests to feel safe. Because to a feminine woman, Safety isn't just physical, it's emotional and psychological. She wants to know, can you handle pressure? Can you lead when things get messy? Can you stand strong even when she's unsure? Every test is an invitation to prove your strength. If you pass, her trust deepens. If you fail, her respect weakens. It's that simple. So how do you consistently pass these tests? By doing what Stoics have taught for centuries: lead yourself, control your impulses, watch your emotional reactions, speak clearly, act firmly, and remain calm under pressure. Here's the Stoic checklist. Notice, but don't react. Observe the test. Recognize it's not an attack, it's an opportunity. Respond with clarity. Don't overtalk, say what you mean and stand on it. Maintain emotional discipline. If your mood is easily swayed, you're not leading, you're following. Return to purpose. Every test should pull you back to your mission, not off track. Let's walk through some real situations. Example 1. You're out with her and she's flirting with the bartender. Most men get visibly annoyed. The Stoic man calmly finishes his drink, maintains his composure, and might say, "If you're bored, feel free to explore that. I don't compete." Example 2. She questions why you spend so much time in the gym. Weak men say, "I'll cut back if that makes you feel better." A Stoic man says, "Training builds my discipline, I won't compromise on that." Example 3. She gives you the cold shoulder after an amazing date. A needy man texts 10 times. A Stoic man gives space and continues his life, without panic or attachment. You see the difference? Masculine composure isn't about pretending. It's about being unshakable because you know who you are. Let's bring this home. She's not your enemy. She's not crazy. She's testing your masculinity because it reveals who you truly are. And here's the beautiful part. When you pass these tests with calm, centered leadership, she relaxes, she opens, she trusts, because she's finally found a man who doesn't just talk like a man. He acts like one when it counts. So the next time she challenges you, the next time she goes cold, the next time she mocks your vision, don't react, lead, and let your masculinity speak without raising your voice. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment. Which of these tests have you faced? And how did you handle? Remember, masculinity isn't loud, it's calm, it's steady, it's earned. Be the man who leads with stillness, discipline, and truth. That's Stoicism, and that's power. I'll see you in the next one.